It's William with the Riverstone Life, and you know what we're going to do today? We're going to talk about this tailgate speaker. About a year ago, I did a review on this, and it gets like 50 views every day for the last year. So I know people are always checking that out. So I want to give them an update because it has been over a year of using this thing. I'm going to tell you the things that have went wrong, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, just so that you have all the correct information, because this thing isn't cheap. This thing's $800. Now you all know, you can go on Amazon, buy yourself a Bluetooth speaker, drop it on the back of your tailgate, hook your phone, and play the tunes. But if you want to look like the big spender with the big truck, you want to have it all, because this truck has it all, except it didn't have this, and I added it to it. But let's talk about this thing, because when we first got it, we were traveling the whole United States. Didn't know if I was going to be in Colorado or in Florida, but it finally gets shipped to us, and I think we're in Colorado, but it gets shipped to Florida. So it takes me like 3 months to get the part, because what happened was when I first got it, I put it all together, and it only played out of one speaker. So I thought, well, maybe the speaker was bad. So then I switched the speakers around, and still nothing wrong with the speaker, just one side. So I contacted the company, and the company told me that it was probably the amplifier. They sent us a new amplifier. It took me like 3 months to get the amplifier. I get the amplifier put into it, and now I got nothing. I can't even get one speaker to work. So I take the old one and put it back in there. No, the one side works and the other side doesn't work. So I contact them. They're like, we don't know what's going on. We're going to send you out a new one. Plus they sent me a whole new control panel too. So now I get a new control panel and a new amplifier. I put the new amplifier, the new control panel in there, and everything works. Okay. So we've been using it for a year now. So let me tell you about this thing. First of all, let's just play a little music through it. We got some uncopyright music here, and we'll just turn it on, see if it works. Definitely plays loud. Play it through your phone, does everything it's supposed to. But after this, we're out using it, I don't know, we use it maybe 2 or 3 times. You know, you want to drop your tailgate and look cool so you can play your music. But I'm going to tell you a story. We were, I don't know, in the middle of nowhere, and I pull in to get fuel. And I shut the truck off, but it sounds like there's a rock concert. And I'm telling Robin, you know what? I wish that guy next to us would turn his music down. Well, that guy was me, because I get out of the truck, I'll walk back here, and this thing is just jamming, just loud as you can imagine, playing something. I don't even remember what it was. But what happens is there's a little switch inside this thing that when you close the gate like this, when you close this all up, it shuts it off. Problem is it's a little tilt switch, and half the time it don't work either. So I'm always crawling underneath this thing and unplugging it, and I'll show you that in the video so that if you have that same problem, I always keep it unplugged. And then when I know I'm going to use it like the day before or something, then I plug it in so that I don't look like that idiot that has something that doesn't work properly. But these are the things you need to know, because like we talk about in our reviews, when we do a review, we're going to follow through 6 months or a year later. I've just been so busy that I didn't get to do this 6-month review, and I didn't get to use it as much as I thought I would be able to use it. So it's taken me a year to get to this part. But for all the people that keep clicking on that other video, Robin's going to hook this link this one to that, so that when you watch that one, you can go right to this one, so that you can get the full review of a year and all the problems that I've had with it. Is it cool? Yes, it's cool. Is it $800 cool? I don't know. So maybe it's shop around, maybe you can get a good deal on one. But like now, when I go like this with the tailgate, go like that, it should start playing as soon as you do that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but we'll see if it works. It works. Okay, so that's what you got. You can power it off here. You can actually plug your music right in. I'm hooked Bluetooth, and I've been using it Bluetooth. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this all apart, and I'm going to show you a few of those things. Then I'm going to crawl underneath this thing with the GoPro and show you where the wires go through, what it plugs into, and the part that you have to unplug when you're having problems. I try to give you a better look at this whole thing. Do I like it? Yes. Would I buy it again for $800? No. But sometimes when you have a truck like this, it has everything but this. You want it all, right? So we'll be right back. Hopefully you can see this, but I've got the 6 existing screws that was already with it. Then you have to add 2 new ones. It's supposed to come with some self-tappers. Mine didn't come with it. I re-drilled the holes, put some screws in there, and these are the self-tappers. But I got the screws already out. Let's tip this thing out of here. Hopefully you guys can see this in here. Looks like you can, but if you follow my finger, this little switch right here, I think you can see it there. That's the tilt switch. So if you're having a problem, this is the thing you need to get them to replace, is this tilt switch. Okay, there's 1, 2, 4 screws that holds the plate in there. That plate slides in, and then the amplifier hooks to it, and then the wires. But you know, a lot of this stuff, these wires I just ran down through the tailgate and just drop back down. You take this top cover off right here, you have this thing setting up like that, and then you just feed them through. It'll drop through and it'll feed out the existing holes that drop right down underneath the thing. It's real simple. Comes with a few zip ties. You can zip tie it in there and everything, but that's easy. And then this you have to take the amplifier out with the 4 little screws, slide it out, unplug it, and then you put the mounting bracket in there, and then you slide it back in and plug it in. I mean, there's not much to it. If you watch the other video, I think I show actual unit itself in that one. I'm pretty sure I do, but I mean, it just goes right in here. It's you know, 4 little screws you pull out. You use the existing screws that are already there, and the bracket slides right in, and then the amplifier mounts to it. The rest of the unit is all plug and play type deal, just plugs right in, and then you have your main cord that you have to run through here. You have to pull this black plastic cover off, and it just drops down through, and I'll go underneath there with the GoPro and show you that. But I mean, there's not much to it. You've got your speakers. Hopefully you can see you got your 2 speakers, you got the control switch, and that's it. And see this, I lift up on this, it bolts right into those same existing bolts that hold the whole black drop piece down. But it's very simple, very, very simple. I know some people ask me, well, to show how the wires go through. There's not much to show. There's only one area you can feed it on, one side or the other side. Well, the reason you want to feed it on the driver's side is because where it plugs into your existing wiring harness for your trailer hookup. And it comes with a cord that plugs into that, and the other one plugs back into it, and then it comes off from there. So you're using existing. You're not wire splicing anything. You're not doing anything like that. You're using existing wire harness plug-in. Real simple. So you just want to bring it through on this side and bring it down and drop it down in there. It's real easy. I'll get underneath and I'll show you that from the bottom of it, but we'll get this all put back together, and then we'll go underneath there. We'll give you an idea, but just remember this little switch right here, because you can unplug this switch. You can actually unhook this so the tilt switch doesn't work at all. But the problem with it is every time you open and close this, it powers on and powers off. Now if it would just stay powered off all the time and then you just power it on, that would have been the smart thing to do, but they didn't do that. So you got to have that switch, and it's supposed to. I've played with it, and there's no real adjustments or anything like that on it. It's either works or it don't work. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're underneath this thing. Let's just take a look here. Well, first of all, I'm going to show you that part of the wiring harness. This is the one right here that I unplug all the time. This one right here unplugs it, but this is the wiring harness, how it comes through. Hopefully you can see where it comes out, and it drops right into this mess right here. So what it does is it pops into here, and then the old one, this is the one that goes back to the truck. So it's this little unit right here. Hopefully you guys can see that or even understand that part of that. But you can see that right there, that little unit is popped into there. Then this one pops back into it, and then the wires run off from here, go right here, and then these are the ones that are going up into the thing right there. See that? I just brought those wires right there in through the tailgate there. But this is the one that I'm unplugging all the time. That makes it so there's no juice that goes to that unit at all. So this is the one I'm unplugging. So, but I mean, you can see there's not much to this unit. It's just hooking into this mess, and then it tees off and gives you this wire unit right here that runs it, and that's the rest of your trailer wiring. So I mean, it's pretty simple. So kind of gives you an idea. So hopefully this video helps you make a better decision, because the first one, I think I fell a little short on some of the stuff, because to be honest, it was like my first time I've ever doing that type of stuff. So I've had a little more practice now. But just remember, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you like me and Robin, you subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I think we're finally caught up on this thing. And you know, leave us some comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've purchased it, if you're happy with yours, if you had any issues. Let the people out there know if you had the same problems I did, or if yours didn't work at all when you got it, like mine did, or yours has worked for a while and it's not working no more. So if you leave some comments, it helps everybody else out there. Other than that, I think we're done with this video. Always.